Nicholas says, Dear Ben, today I got into an argument with an atheist friend of mine who believes that telling your kids that living a sinful life will lead you to hell is child abuse and will scar your kids for life. I'm not an extremely religious person, but I believe in my Christian values.
It forced the public to have a conversation. Not only about like guns and gun regulations, but also about art itself and where the line is and what should be edited and what shouldn't be edited.
You hear this song on the radio and you're like, wow, this is catchy and upbeat and positive. And so you look it up 'cause you didn't catch the name, and then you're like, oh shit. What the shit, this song says it's about school shootings, but it sounds really positive and happy and catchy, so why is it so dark?
I would write songs for my own project.
This isn't just a song, it's a souped up song. Political awareness and social commentary. You can't just have a song about anything, it's got to mean something, it's got to be about school shootings.
Without the verses give a different context to the chorus. The chorus
Now let's get something out of the way. The people behind this song
all the other kids better run from my gun.
are directly involved in the Columbine massacre. But you have to understand that it's just because of an exploitative media circus that acts as if something that happened 20 years ago is still relevant today, even though only 12 people died, and I haven't been in a school shooting, so I don't know what it's like. It must be awful, but we need to stop giving so much attention to stupid people who do stupid things, because this year was the 20th anniversary of the Columbine massacre, and as a result, all the schools in Denver were closed because a maniac named Soul Pice came up from Florida and threatened to kill people. Then she committed suicide at the base of Mount Evans. Because you don't know what Colorado is, we've had 2 of the worst shootings, but we have good gun laws. And you need to understand that there's not just a bunch of shootings here. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's right. We have outdated child farms, vulnerable targets, but let's blame the people that do it and not make a law that passes background checks, 'cause we can't have that. We can't be brave, and we need to keep on talking about the Columbine massacre because it's so important 20 years later, and we need to keep talking about it on the news and whatnot, you know, and we need to keep talking about it. And today on the news there was about it. You need to understand that it's just a flower, and it's the name of my street, and I take offense when someone confuses Columbine Street with Columbine High School, 'cause there's also Columbine Elementary School. You're so dumb you don't understand Colorado, but you think that you know everything about it, even though shootings are really rare here. Let's heap some more attention onto Columbine than Sandy Hook, and let's keep going, and let's keep showing it on the news, and let's keep going. Let's keep going, let's show it on the news, let's act as if it means anything in a modern context. Do, 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 do. Do 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 do. It's an exploitative media circus. Everybody doesn't understand what they're talking about. You got Columbine. What the heck? Columbine was 20 years ago. I'm sorry for those people who died, but there have been more since then, and you need to understand that focusing on this stuff isn't healthy. Just don't sell guns. Just don't sell guns, and then it'll be okay. Just don't sell guns, and don't make stupid hipster songs. Do, 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 do. Do 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 do. We can't take advantage of a tool called the World Wide Web in the 21st century. We need to keep the child farms open, because there's no such thing as knowledge outside of the mandatory educational system, and only religious kids can learn the lies and go to private schools, but everyone else has to be concentrated in a room where there are 30 people, and there is a school shooting, and then everyone is like, what? And then the news blows up, and everyone's like, what? And it just goes on and on forever. Do 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 do. Let's make the lyrics of this hipster song all cheery and not that giveaway. We need to make them vague, even though we're trying to start a conversation. We need to make metaphors and analogies about cowboys and TV dinners, because we're little cowards, and on MTV we'll censor out the words gun and bullet to make it even more confusing and even more cryptic, so no one even knows. But we're so edgy for making a song about the fact that people die sometimes because we've manufactured killing machines, and we're like, oh, start a conversation about mental illness with a peppy, catchy song. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Our educational system is broken down and falling apart, but let's pay attention to the maniac. Let's give them a song, and then they'll get offended and be like, you're romanticizing mental illness. Boy, free publicity, and oh boy, this is the souped up song. Political awareness, social commentary, 'cause you can't just make a song about anything. It's got to be about a school shooting, and we'll never get Bob Dylan poetry, because everyone is just hung up on school shootings, and everyone is like, gotta think about this. This Columbine affected everyone in the entire world. 7 billion people were affected by 13 people, and it's just like wow, an exploitative media circus that just keeps giving attention to the maniacs and making peppy little jingles about their exploits. And you've got this weird little song that doesn't even sound all that bad. It's really, really catchy, but gosh forbid you just make a catchy song. You've got to make the hipster song to make the hipsters happy. Do 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 do. Yeah, you've got a song now. You've got a jamming hit, 'cause you've made it off an edgy topic. And you can't be descriptive or talk about reality because you're a coward, but you keep on raking in the money because you're a coward. And you're like, oh yeah, we made a song about people dying and made it sound catchy. Not all dark, but it sounds really catchy, so you ought to listen to it and learn about how some people are crazy and kill other people. In case you didn't know that murderers exist, like what kind of world do you live in to think this song says anything new about the subject? Do 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 do. I find it really offensive because 420 is my birthday. Did you know that? Did you know that? Because it's the day the Columbine massacre happened, and it's also the day that Hitler was born, and it's also marijuana day. I don't get it, but I'm sick of all this exploitation. I'm sick of the exploits. Like, what's the deal with 420? I wasn't in the Columbine massacre, I'm sorry, but Denver is a culturally deficient oasis with no musicians and no movies. So I'm sorry, Foster the people, but your song makes no sense because you say you had relatives in Columbine. But my gosh, you talk about how you got inspiration from this on a beach, but I've never been to a beach in my life because I've never left Denver, 'cause I don't have enough money. Do 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 do. This isn't just a song, it's a souped-up song. Political awareness and social commentary. It's not just a song, you can't have a song about anything. It's got to be about a school shooting. This isn't just a song, it's a souped-up song. Political awareness and social commentary. You can't just have a good-sounding song about anything. It's got to be about a school shooting. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. This isn't just a song, it's a souped-up song with political Awareness and social commentary. It can't just be a song about anything. These days a song has got to be about a school shooting.